on. Let me make sure it's working. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another home business strategy session. This is Diane Hockman speaking. Kathy Heath is here with me. Kathy, how you doing?
I'm doing really well, Diane. Hi, everybody.
Kathy knows that I'm in a cranky mood today. I cranked at her before.
Yeah.
I cranked at Rachel and Mavis before, then I cranked at you. So I'm in a cranky mood.
I have a question.
What?
I have a question. Given your cranky mood, are we going to record this?
I already started recording it. I recorded this afternoon. Luckily, I recorded this afternoon because it was a pretty darn good rant. I always record. You know, we were taught by one of our teachers, life worth living is a life worth recording. I always record everything, even if to go back and look at how ridiculous I was, truthfully.
There you go.
You know,
there you go.
Guys, I'm going to be frank. I'm sure I cannot reproduce what came out of me this afternoon. But I'm riled up today, and I know that when you come to webinars, it's supposed to be happy, clappy, and everything's happy and perky and this and that. Well, this is the real world, and I run a real home business, and some days I don't feel great, and I still need to do a webinar. Today I needed to do two. I need to do an interview tonight with Ryan Angelo, and this morning I needed to go to a photo shoot because I'm being featured on the cover of a publication. So I was cranky through a photo shoot. I was cranky through two webinars, and probably I'll be cranky with Ryan tonight. It is what it is. But then again, my brand of cranky, I suppose, is maybe a little bit entertaining. I don't know. Some of you guys might find it entertaining. What you're looking at on your screen right now is the website of the Dreams Riviera Cancun Resort and Spa, and that's where I'm going to be in June. The lovely Rachel McGregor and Mavis Nong, who live in the UK, who are with me this afternoon, will be with me. I have no doubt a lot of the rest of my team will be with me. We're going on a all-inclusive paid vacation. I'll tell you about that in a little bit, but I figured that while I'm ranting at you, you can look at the semi-naked chicks, because that's always fun to do. And, of course, Kathy, there is the girl in the white bikini, because there's never market.
Of course.
If you market without a girl in a white bikini, not a black one, not a brown one, not a print one, it always has to be white. Have you ever tried to wear a white bathing suit, Kathy?
You know, when I was... Diane?
Yeah, I lost you for a second. I'm here, though.
Sorry.
No, it's
okay,
not.
Good.
I don't know whether it's my mic or your thing or whatever, but so you were telling me about your white bikini?
I said I haven't worn one since I was 12.
See, I found that white bikinis are generally see-through and they don't work out that well, but, you know, every marketing
Well, exactly why I didn't wear them past the age of 12. I graduated to colors and...
There you go. I always like to crack jokes that back in the day when all the new marketing websites were out about internet marketing and all this stuff, every site had a picture of a chick sitting in a white bikini on a rock in the middle of the water at the beach. And
Yep.
I don't know which was more ridiculous, bringing your laptop onto the rock in the middle of the water or the white bikini, but in any case. But this is Dreams Riviera Cancun. It's an absolutely stunning resort. I know exactly where it is. I used to run trips to Cancun all the time when I worked back at the college years ago. And this is right on the point. Cancun is like it's like a 7. There's water in the middle and there's water on the oceans on the outside, and it's right on the tip. So it's an amazing spot.
Wow.
Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up, I saved the notes from earlier today. I like typing because everybody enjoys how well I type, but I thought I'd save myself a little agony tonight. And I'm going to pull them up, and I'm going to talk about what I talked about earlier. And I'll probably go in a different direction. The recording from this afternoon is probably going to be floating around. I haven't looked at it yet to see if it's any good, or we'll put out tonight's recording. But I really, you know, it's one thing when I'm not feeling great, and it is what it is, but it's another thing when I'm seeing ridiculosity going on out in the field. Guys, if you haven't met me before, I started my business 12 years ago. My kids were little. They were 3 and 6, and I was absolutely broke, over $40,000 in credit card debt, and I needed to do something, okay? And for a couple of years, I did some goofy stuff, and I did the typical MLM stuff. And then I started to learn about how business really worked. And I have spent the last at least 6 years, if not more, helping people learn how business works. So I get insane when I see crazy stuff going on. But I want to tell you a story about something that went on yesterday that really inspired a lot of this. Every month I get Success Magazine. If you don't get it, you really should. The company that I work with happens to have a special deal. You get regular Success Magazine, which always comes with an audio CD, plus you get an extra CD from Success, and you get a CD from the company. So it's really great because it's like $8, $9. Great deal. So I was listening to their monthly CD, and there was a gentleman on, and unfortunately I didn't jot down his name so I could mention him, but he's a guy who's been in basically on every big tech move in the last 20 years. The guy's been a forerunner in, websites and mobile stuff. He's really, crazy about mobile right now. And guys, if you don't think business is going to change, if you're busy doing old school stuff, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with fundamental communication skills. It's critical. But if you're basing your business on something that worked 25 years ago and 20 years ago, I'm about to explain to you why you're making the craziest mistake and why we're seeing whole industries being turned on their head. Okay, and this isn't coming just from me, although I've been saying it for years. Go search YouTube. You'll find me ranting about it from 4 and 5 years ago. And I've made a small fortune over the last four or 5 years because I understood this, and I've been ranting about it, and I'm hoping tonight you will wrap your arms around it if you decided to come down. But this guy talked about, basically, he was talking about the publishing industry. Okay, and what I want to do is I want you guys to not read this for a minute, and then I'll scroll down. Let's see. I'm going to cover it up. There you go, Kathy. Ta-da-da.
There you go.
I knew I could figure out a secret way to wait
Sure.
for it. Wait, now my little GoToWebinar box is in the way. All right, we'll cover part of it up. We'll do that. Da-da-da. No, come on. Do what I'm telling you to do. My computer doesn't listen to me. You think it would. Guys, there's been publishing companies that have been around for 100 years. And many of them are on the verge of going out of business or in deep doo-doo. And it's crazy because the guy said, why can a company like Amazon come in and literally turn the industry upside down in a very short period of time where these guys have been the dominating forces for years? We're talking big publishing companies. The reason why this is so powerful is the big companies forgot to create databases. They forgot to collect the names and the information on the people that were buying their books. In fact, they were selling their books to other people who were selling them, and they have absolutely no idea who bought anything that they sold and or anybody that was interested in anything that they sold. Now, in the meantime, Amazon collects the name and email and contact information for every single person that makes it to their site. If you buy something, they are constantly bombarding you with more things for you to buy. And now they have literally flipped the industry upside down because they created the Kindle. And with the Kindle, people like me, little housewives, can publish books on demand almost overnight and get them out into the market. Years ago, to publish a book, you had to go through all this drama and send in a manuscript and get rejected 22,000 times and hopefully find a publisher. And maybe if they published you, maybe they give you advance. But most of the time they wouldn't. You'd sell 6 books. It was depressing if you could even get published. Now, anybody can publish themselves. And if they make a name for themselves on the internet with social media, again, like a dingbat like me did, and if they have a database of people that they've communicated with over the years, they can sell thousands and thousands and thousands of books, often more than established authors. It's absolutely insane. So Amazon owns the names and emails of all their customers and prospects. And any business that operates today has to. Now, in traditional network marketing and home businesses, people are taught to go out and talk to people, right? How many times have you heard talk to people, go out and talk to people? Well, I was taught go out and database people. Database interested parties, find the people that are interested, database them, put them into a place where you can communicate with them on a regular basis, and whammo blammo, you are in the money. You see, guys, you have to understand, and I talk about this a lot, but I don't think I've conveyed it hard enough to people to get it through their heads. I have a list. I have insurance. I drop an email and I make money. Every single day Residual income comes in from multiple sources. Why? Because I have a database, just like Amazon.com. Amazon.com knows that you bought a book 2 weeks ago. They send you an email. They say, hey, by the way, here's another book you might like. Or they send you whatever you bought, audio things, this, that. I bought ballet shoes for Sarah from Amazon.com. You can buy anything there. Yeah, really. It was easy. You know, they had the Capezio, exactly the size and whatever. I get free shipping because I'm a Prime member. Boom. I buy stuff from Amazon like constantly because it's convenient. They already have all my information. It's one button. I have Amazon.com on my TV. I don't know if you guys have new net-ready TVs. If you don't, it's coming. I can just sit and browse through. Oh, look, there's a movie I'd like. Boom, I hit the button. It's on my TV. I don't have to enter a credit card. I don't have to do all this other stuff. They know exactly what I like. They know when I want it, and they know where I want it. I spend my days databasing customers and prospects. I know exactly what they want. I know where they want it, and I know when they want it. I drop an email, and I make money. Now, a lot of people, I don't like doing this, Kathy. I'm not into this. But every once in a while, just today alone, just today, I only had 4 payments today. Oh, poor me. $580, this was like $150, and these were $220. So $580, $680, $730, $800. Boy, that stinks. You must learn this skill. Guys, all I'm about, Kathy, it's so nice I'm not making them watch me type today.
I know.
I don't like it, though. I like typing it better, to tell you the truth, but we're working with it. I am an asset queen. A database equals an asset. If you have not read Rich Dad Poor Dad, oh, please run to Amazon.com. And by the way, I can't be an affiliate for Amazon anymore in Connecticut. They've eliminated their Connecticut affiliate. So go to Kathy's Amazon.com link.
There you go.
And buy Rich Dad Poor Dad and learn about assets versus buying doodads. Okay? When I learned to build a database and became an asset queen, I learned to build a list. I went wild. And what I did over the last so many years is I built a list that pays me day in, day out, every day. Now, guys, if you don't follow my work and you're just getting to meet me, I have been on the stage at the biggest events in the industry. I have been a top affiliate in every launch in the industry. I mentioned I've been on the cover of a couple magazines in the industry. I'm a housewife. I'm sitting in a messy extra bedroom in my office. It's kind of messy. I just finished making dinner. And my kids were downstairs watching YouTube videos on that TV that I was talking about and saying, oh, stay. I'm like, no, I got to go do a class. Okay? I've done it for years. I learned how to do it on my own. And what I did was I learned how to find the people and then offer them all different products and services that they wanted, just like Amazon. Well, guys, most people, this is complicated, it's confusing, they don't have the training, they don't have the resources, and quite frankly, they're not crazy like me. I was willing to learn this. I went and I learned direct response marketing. So what I've done, our group, all of us, is we've aligned with a company called My Lead System Pro. And the reason why is because this is what they specialize. They specialize in teaching you how to build your database, how to build your list, and how to put products and services that the people want in front of them so you develop lots of revenue streams. Okay? If you are living in the past, if you believe that you're going to go up to people and talk to them and not database them, if you believe that you can just offer one thing instead of offering a variety of things to people, you are going to see over the next 3 years that you are sadly mistaken. You are going to see over the next 3 years that it was a shame that you didn't learn this. Because people who learned this a couple of years ago, guys, I remember when I started on the internet, the people that I started with, that, they were the big names then, and this was when, it was all brand new. They're multi-gazillionaires. I was busy raising kids. I've done pretty darn well. But these guys are like the biggest cheeses in the industry, the ones that stuck, the ones that build that database. They are the kings. There weren't that many queens back then. There weren't that many women. Now we see a lot more women. Mm-hmm. This is so critical. I cannot tell you. And the reason why we work with My Lead System Pro is simple, and I'm going to do a presentation tonight. You can ask for it. You can go look at it. You can get a 14-day free trial. It has training on every form of marketing under the sun that you would want to do to be able to attract all of these interested parties to you. It has training on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, video marketing, article marketing. Last night we had a seminar on branding, which is one of my specialties. Everybody went nuts. This is part of the membership. It actually was open to the public. Everybody went nuts. Everybody was writing me, oh my gosh, what a good seminar. And you could have paid hundreds of dollars to go to this, but it's included in your membership. If you want to have a business, you need to learn these skills. I know there are people out there that are telling you it's all so easy and it's fun and it's simple and you don't have to learn this. I'm going to talk about that later on. Now, what this tool does is just like Amazon.com. It has the capture pages, it has the products, it has the services, it follows up with them, it offers them more things to buy. Isn't that what you're in business to do? Offer people more and more things to buy so they can spend more money with you. Can you imagine if you bought a book from Amazon, they didn't collect your name and email, they didn't collect your address, maybe because it was only electronic, maybe it was a Kindle book, they didn't bother to collect your information and they never got in touch with you again? Would they be the conglomerate that they are today? Believe it or not, this simple concept could change your business forever, and I will stand on my soapbox and preach about this until my dying breath, because I am watching people who are using these very techniques tell you and the people that are out there that you don't have to know this. I hate to break it to you. Very, very soon, everybody is going to have a smartphone. Very, very soon, if you don't have one yet, you're going to have one soon. And very soon, everyone will have one. And everybody will be walking around with a computer in their pocket. People keep it on their night table so they can look at it right before they go to bed, and they can look at it the minute they wake up. If they leave their phone at home, they freak out. And this thing is a money machine. And being able to create databases of people and sell them things over and over and over, they're not just getting their email when they get home from work. They're getting their email perpetually all day. They're getting your offers and services all day. They're getting your communication, your videos, your articles all day. And the ability to make a fortune doing this is insane, even for part-time people, even for housewives, even for whoever you are. It's insane. Retirees. I don't know what else I said. But basically, it offers them more things, and you make money. Books, training courses, autoresponders, marketing tools, everything that people in the home business industry are looking for is what we sell. And then, of course, who do these people become? Prime candidates for a primary business, a primary residual income opportunity, or what we often refer to as a network marketing company. Now, if you run around and you spend your days leading with the primary program, you are going to find it's hard enough now. Do it for another couple years and you will find it becomes increasingly more difficult. I'm not even going to sit and show you the evidence that I have for this. Trust me, don't trust me. Again, I said I'm cranky tonight, so watch this. I want to talk about the primary program that we are working with. And I want to talk to you about why this program is, Kath, I just get so crazy when I talk about this. I'm going to show you guys numbers tonight that are going to make you weep. I know they made me weep. I mentioned to you before, okay, I started my business with a health and wellness company. 1999, I don't know anything about the industry. I started with this company. It was very good, you know, it was great. And what they did at that company, which is what companies do, like Amazon, like Walmart, like everywhere you go, is they always encouraged us to buy more stuff. And they encouraged us to buy as many products as we could from, quote unquote, our own store, okay? And we would start to buy as we moved along and we progressively got more successful. We would start to buy, you know, they had everything. They had nutrition drinks and they even had gum, Kathy.
They had gum?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was like appetite control gum. They had deodorant, they had shampoo, conditioner, perfume. For a while we had makeup, and then they discontinued that. You grew up in a company that had many, many, many different product lines. True?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Mm-hmm. And what happened, and I'm not sorry it happened, because the idea was that you buy as much as you can from your own store, and then you encourage your whole team to buy as much as they can from their own store. And what happens is this drives volume. It drives a lot of volume, because you got to remember, the purpose of any company, any retail operation, is to sell more stuff. Okay? You can never lose sight of that. That's why I work with My Lead System Pro, as I mentioned, because people are looking to buy a lot of stuff. I want to be their Home Depot. I want to be their supermarket. If you haven't seen my supermarket seminar, ask the person that invited you. Say, I need to see Diane's supermarket training. So I'm here, and I'm a good little rep, okay? I'm a good little rep, and I'm trying to be successful, and I'm working really hard on my business. And I start to spend a lot of money. Every month I make a purchase, and then I continue to purchase lots and lots and lots of stuff. I don't know what it's going to say next. I'm getting nervous, Kathy. I don't know what it's going to say next. And I don't know what 2003 means, but I think I said, in 2003 was when I really started to understand what a database was. And originally, from 2003 to 2005 or so, I created a weight loss and health-based database. And I learned to sell lots of my products. And, of course, I was buying. Truthfully, I was spending $500 to $1,000 on products a month, easily. Some months even more. It was also the type of program where, if you were short on volume, you'd tend to buy the product to qualify. Okay. So, and then if you counted what I bought to retail, I was buying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product. So in 2005, I shifted my database over to selling information products and different things, because what I wanted before, I was getting people that were interested in weight loss and wellness, and then I was trying to convert them into reps. Very hard to do. People who are not business-minded are not business-minded, and I was spending a lot of time trying to convince people that weren't business-minded to get into the business, and it was kind of frustrating. So I shifted over. I learned a lot about marketing, and I shifted my database, and I started building a database that was geared towards people that were looking to work on their home business. But here's what I want you guys to get, because this will freak you out. If you have been in business for any period of time, if you've been in this industry, Kathy, I should use your numbers, Kathy. They're much worse than mine.
Oh, please don't. I don't want to cry.
It'll make you cry. It'll make you cry.
I know.
Over 12 years, I made 144, technically, even though I was buying throughout the month, 144 times, because 12 months times 12 years is 144 times I bought something from my business. That's, normally an auto ship. Okay, everybody in the industry has an auto ship. That's what they do. So people buy juice, or people buy shake mix, or people buy, whatever it is you buy from your company. So I was spending, like I said, up to, by the end, I was spending more than $1,000 a month. Okay. So I now know that everything in my business is based upon assets. In 2005, I shifted to the database of home business people in the industry. And from 2005 to 2012, my business skyrocketed. And now I literally can write an email, send it out, and make thousands of dollars. Okay, no exaggeration. You guys saw, I just showed you my residual just for the day. And that wasn't even sending out an email or asking anybody for money. If I actually send out an email and make an offer or link to a product, in fact, tomorrow I have something that I want to send out, a product that I use that I think is tremendous, and I didn't get to send it out today because I was cranky. It's not that I didn't get to send it out. I didn't send it out. I didn't feel like writing the email. Because I'm lazy, and I'm allowed to be lazy now because I have assets in a database. So if I send out that email tomorrow, based upon the product and I know what it is and I use it every day, I don't remember what the commission is. The commission's probably like $50 a piece. I'll sell 50 to 100 of them. 50 to 100 times 50. Figure out the math. okay? That's what happens when you own the asset of a database. So about 6 months ago, let me get the whole story. What happened was I decided to basically stop promoting the MLM that I was promoting. I still have the distributorship. I still use their products all the time, but I decided to stop promoting it as what I do because I got real into the social media and I got into consulting and I was working with all kinds of people who were hiring me. I was selling all kinds of books and materials and I wasn't promoting an MLM. And one of the reasons why was just because I wasn't turned on by anything. Nothing moved me. It just seemed like it was a lot of the same old, a lot of Me Too. You know, I had done diet shakes. I wasn't into the juice. I didn't get it. You know, all these different things. Nothing moved me. And most of all, the way that business was conducted didn't move me. Now, and by the way, I love this industry. I have, like I said, been in the industry for 12 years. I have studied the history and the legacy of this industry. I can name every great top producer in this industry. I've studied all of them. I love the concept of the industry. I love that anybody can make it. I love that a fat housewife could make it. Okay? I love that. But I didn't love certain aspects. So I hadn't found an MLM I was into. And then I found a company named Numis Network. Now, yesterday I got into this thing. I was talking to someone, and they were telling me that a couple people had something to say about Numis Network, and it absolutely cracked me up. There's some people out there that their theory is that that there are different companies that are rigged. And they're only for certain people, and that it's designed so that you know, whatever. Their company's better. They're running around telling everybody that there's something wrong with this company, and their concept is that Numis Network is rigged, and only some people can make money in it. I'm like, okay.
Right.
And it really got me mad, and it really got me ticked off. And I want to show you why, when I found this company, join it, don't join it, I kind of don't care. You either get it or you don't. Because I believe that Numis Network is for smart people. Okay? I believe that this company is for business people and for smart people. And smart people get it and accept. So maybe it is rigged, Kathy. It's rigged for smart people. Okay?
There you go.
Let me show you. Now, if you're not familiar with Numis, and what we're going to do is give you some information. There's actually a presentation coming up at 9:30 if you want to go to it, or you can watch a video. But I want to show you why our team is working with it and why I am so obsessed with it. Numis Network sells silver and gold numismatic coins and other collectibles. Okay, what they sell is perfectly graded, uncirculated collectible coins. They're sealed. They're designed to be something that you collect, something that you save. It's an asset that you have for the future. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with the coin industry, like I wasn't familiar with the coin industry, I knew nothing about the coin industry. And the first time I heard about this, I was like, I don't get it. It's weird. Why would I want to do? And I was taught and brought up that you have to sell something that's consumable, because that way they would eat it up or smear it up or whatever, and then they'd need more next month. And that sounded good. It made sense to me. You know, it made sense. But when I started to understand about assets, and I knew that I had changed my business life by creating the asset of a list, I started to investigate, well, what would happen is if I make a purchase every month from my primary company, and I used to spend $500 to $1,000 or more every month on products that at the end of the month were gone, what would have happened if I had spent that money for 12 years every single month? What I would have right now, and I figured out the cash value, Kathy.
Did you?
I would have sitting in my vault, because I would have had to buy one. Oh, by the way, what do I have left from all those thousands of dollars of purchases from that company? I have some old soap. It's probably well expired, but there's some old soap, and I do have a candle. sitting on my, I pulled it out of my closet because it was all dusty, and I figured I put it on it's on my dining room table. I have nothing. I have residual income because that's what you're supposed to make in a network marketing company. But from all the money I spent on products and auto ship, I have zero. If I had been with Numis Network, which wasn't around back then, so I couldn't have been, but if I had been with Numis Network for 12 years, and for 12 years every month in and out, I had spent that money that I had spent before, I would have 1,296 silver collectible coins, sealed, perfectly graded, that if none of them had gone up in value, if it was just at today's value, if none of them happened to go crazy, because collectible coins, they go crazy, like there's a rarity or there's only so many of a particular coin, and we have instances of that already. We have people begging us for some of our new Canadian coins and stuff coming out. If none of them were worth more than just the average value today, over $150,000 worth of assets would be sitting in my vault from my work, plus all the residual income that I would have made. I would have assets, and that is very conservative, because if any of them had gone wild, I'm thinking it would have been more than $200,000. Now, how do I know? I don't know, because I didn't buy them. I don't have them. Boo-hoo, poor me. Okay? I've only been in the company for a couple of months, since whenever I hit their leadership levels immediately, because I believe in this. Because imagine if you stick with this and you recruit only 2 people a month, not only will you accumulate the silver for your future, but you will also accumulate a team that will give you thousands of dollars in residual income. And, oh, by the way, as we started the call, they'll send you on vacation twice a year. Part-time, very little work. So if you built a list and you did like Amazon and you sold people all kinds of different things, and you worked with our groups and in our training and had the results that our people are having, and you sorted through all the people while you're selling them all this other stuff like Amazon, and out of all the people you talked to during the course of the month, you found 2, and you trained everybody to just find 2, you'd be making thousands of dollars and building up thousands of dollars in assets. Now, I want you to take a piece of paper right now, and I want you to write down how much value do you have from every dime you've spent in this industry in the past on auto ships. What do you have right now? Now, some of you guys have a couple of cases of something that's going to go bad, or you got to eat it or drink it and poop it out and pee it out and stuff. I'm not supposed to say that, but I don't care, because that's where mine is, down the toilet.
Yep. I burned some of mine up because
It's mind-boggling when I figured it out, when I realized. Now, would you have this much if you only got 1 coin a month? No, you wouldn't. You'd have less, obviously. You'd have 144 coins. Oh, darn, 144 silver collectible coins. Guys, here's the bottom line. Here's where I get crazy. When I watch people running around knocking things and beating things up and this, and that. Look, if you want to go sell whatever you want to sell, God bless you. You have to sell what your heart tells you is right for you. If you want to put semi-naked, embarrassing pictures on the internet of you before and you after, whatever you want to do. By the way, I did it so I can make fun of it. I have my before picture. I'll show you when I used to be Tubbo Lard. Now I'm like Mini Lard. Before I was Tubbo Lard, So whatever. I have the pictures. Of course, I didn't I didn't go semi-naked and put on a bathing suit and whatever. But if that's what you want to do, if you want to get involved in different things that limit you, you have to have licenses, or there are only certain states, or there's this, or there's that, and all this other stuff. It's cool. And God bless you, because the fact that you have a home business and that you're out trying to change your life is everything. Mm-hmm. But when I sit here and I go, hello, I go crazy. I get hysterical watching good people lose money, being coaxed and cajoled by the people that are using the very techniques that I'm teaching and working with people on. You either decide to move from a business standpoint and learn about business and get out of the emotion, and you look at the plain facts, or you keep going down the road of being pulled around by the ring in your nose by whoever's pulling you. And there's somebody new every day that will pull you. And why are they? Because they're in business. Remember I told you Amazon's job is to sell more stuff and Walmart's job is to sell more stuff. So is mine. I'm passionately trying to sell you something tonight. Not for me. You're probably here with somebody else that invited you. But the bottom line is if you don't learn how to build your assets, if you don't build that list, and if you don't think about what you're putting your money into every single month, every dime you spend in a business has to be accounted for. And it has to give you an asset. If you're going to buy some training courses, then you go through the training and it gives you the asset of your mind. I'm very skilled, guys. I've invested in myself over the years to be knowledgeable in business. I didn't expect that the pennies were going to fall from the heaven and somebody was going to walk up and make me rich. I'm watching people drowning. And I'm watching people being frightened by people that would contact you on Facebook and try to tell you that there's something wrong with something else. And I'm watching people being swayed by people that are using the very techniques that I'd like to teach you. And I'm watching people go broke every month instead of building up assets every month so that they have something at the end of the year to show a residual income, bonus checks, and 12 to 24 silver coins or more if you want. And then people get into all the cockamamie questions, Catherine. I won't go into this, but they're like, well, if I took one of those coins down to the pawn shop, what would they give me for it? Well, if you took your shake mix down to the pawn shop, what would they give it for you?
Yeah.
Give you for it?
Yep.
Well, I could buy that coin for $6 less on HSN. Why would I buy it with you? Because you can create a residual income here and HSN won't give you one. What about this? What about that? What about this? What you got from the last 5 years, my friend? What you got? So
my favorite is, well, what if it doesn't increase in value?
Oh, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Here's the deal. There's my da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here's the answer to that one. Not only is Numis Network the only company that when you make your monthly auto ship, you will get back something that literally has a cash value so that you're getting like a rebate every single month or an asset that you can save and put in your vault and give to your grandkids and all this other stuff. But they give you 100% money back guarantee, not for 30 days, not for 60 days, 5 years. At the end of 5 years, if for any reason you are not thrilled with what's happened with your coins, you can return them and get back every dime that you spent. Hello? Talk about an insurance policy. If you build a list and you work with My Lead System Pro and with our team, we had a girl today. She's like freaking out. She's been with My Lead System Pro for like 3 weeks. She learned all this stuff. She just signed up 2 people in her primary program, and she's like screaming beside herself because she's not good at approaching people, and it's working. It's working. I got my girls going to Mexico. We're all going to Mexico, and everybody's like freaking out. They're getting free trips. It's working. There is no other company. Try selling back your lotions, potions, pills, shake mixes, fruity juices, whatever else you got. Try giving it back to them in 5 years. You can't even give it back to them after 30 days for most of them. And there's a restocking fee, and there's a this fee, and there's drama, and this, and that. So am I supposed to do calls like this? No. I'm supposed to do the pretty presentation with the pretty site. By the way, we'll show you where that is. And, in 20 minutes, if you want to go see the real presentation and how the pay plan works and all the other stuff. I just wanted to talk about where I'm coming from, what my thought process is, what my common sense is, and why I think it's absolutely crazy what they have going on. 2 people every month, build up the team, go on vacation. Kathy and I just got back from the most incredible cruise.
Oh, it was wonderful.
I mean, it was, here, wait, and I'll wrap it, but I can't help it. I mean, this is.
I just got to say this. Diane.
What?
I don't even know if I've even told you this yet. when I was 13 years old, a freshman in high school, I took Spanish, and our teacher taught us about the cultures and the this and the that. And since I was a kid, I have always, always, always wanted to go and see the Mayan ruins.
Yeah.
And thanks to Numis Network, I was able to do that.
And did I mention to you guys, by the way, that you only need to sign up 4 people to go?
Yeah.
I neglected to say that. You know how much volume I had to do to go on the cruises and the trips at the company I used to be at? Do you know how much work I had to do? I'm glad I started there, guys, and I'm not knocking it because I still today receive training and everything else that has blessed me tremendously. Do you know how much I had to do? You need 4 people to go on this trip. This is my daughter, the babylicious Jillian. Me, I had a, by the way, I wasn't feeling good on the cruise either. I got a little virus myself, so if I don't look my best. And then Kathy, this is us on formal night. Yeah, a little close up. Now, this, I love this picture. This is us on a little trolley going into port. You know, I'm not showing you all the pictures. These are just a couple pictures. Kathy's husband is a professional photographer, so you know, these are some of the nice pictures he took. But just to give you an idea of just how magnificent it was. Yep, I love this picture. And it was tremendous. This time we're going to have a big group going on. We had just gotten involved in Numis when this came about, so we qualified real quick. I mean, we came in, and I was second in the company next to the illustrious David Wood, so we did pretty good at the time. But guys, this is where I am. I know I'm not supposed to do calls like this. I know it's supposed to be all happy, clappy, fancy, dancy, you know, everything's wonderful and this and that. But sometimes I just get ticked off. And sometimes I watch people doing crummy stuff because here's my thought process. I think the biggest sin that you can commit in this industry is to put doubt into another human being that's coming down the road. And I don't care what it is that you're doing right now. If you love it, stick with it. But please learn about the databases, okay? The databases will change your life. When I was doing health and wellness, it changed my life. Because remember, every January, everybody makes New Year's resolutions. Every spring, everybody wants to lose weight and so on. If you database, you can send mailings and postcards during those times and score really big. So if you're in it and you love it, and you came down tonight to hear that Psycho Girl is ranting, do it. Okay, I don't want to put a doubt into your head. That's not my intention. Learn about databases and then take the money that you make and invest in assets. In fact, you may just want to be a customer with us and get the assets, which is wonderful. When I built my business, the reason why I did so well, I started out, I was $40,000 in credit card debt. The first thing I did was I took all the money and instead of going and buying cars and junk like everybody else does, I paid off my debt. Then the second thing I did was I banked it. So I understood early on that I wanted to change my life and never be in that position again. So instead of getting caught up in the insanity of I have to drive a Mercedes or I have to do this, which we have now, but I didn't get caught up in that. I got caught up in building a financial wall around my family. Numis Network allows you to do both at the same time. Because I know 12 years, $150,000, you can't save that in a savings account. You can't save it in an annuity. It's stunning, the numbers. So I'm done with my rant. What I want to do real quick is show you guys, if you are interested in hearing about this stuff, you want to get back to the person that invited you here tonight. Ask them for the links to see the presentations to get your trial to MLSP. We'll get you right into our support groups. We have amazing support groups on Facebook. We have amazing training and help going on 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, literally, because we have members around the world. If you'd like to go right now in 15 minutes and see a presentation, an official presentation of the pay plan and how it all works, Numis has one now. Now, I don't know if I can make this. Let me see if I can make this nice and big. You guys can jot it down. I also put it on my Facebook fan page wall, or you can ask the person that invited you here tonight, and I can also put it in the message box. But that's it. Let me put it in the Q&A box. Kathy, can you do that? Do you have this link around? You have it in your email? We can get this out to everybody. You guys can jot it down. But Erwin McKen, who's an amazing, amazing, amazing guy from up Toronto area in Canada, is doing the presentation tonight. And he will go through and you'll see the real presentation. I just want to talk to you about the common sense of it. I just want to talk to you about why I'm here. 12-year veteran. I've seen everything under the sun, guys. I've been offered positions at companies. I've been romanced by companies. I've been begged by companies. I've done consulting for top distributors at companies. I didn't make this decision lightly. And I don't like people running around the internet and saying all kinds of baloney, okay? Just because smart people get this, and the people that are, wanting to hype up the crowd don't, that's not my problem. My problem is to help the people that are counting on me. So that's it. Let's see, Kath, I'm going to try to put this in the chat box. Can I send it to everybody? There we go. I can. Okay. I just put it in the chat box if any of you guys want to go. I'm also going to check the Q&A here. Which seems to have disappeared as usual. Kath, did I lose you? I think I lost her. Kathy? All right, let me see if I can find this Q&A box. Otherwise, guys, you know what? The other way you can ask me a question is if you go over to Facebook. I'm over at facebook.com/Diane Hochman training. You can type me a question there. But you want to get back to the person that invited you. If you do, type to me or write to me. Duke, I'm going to bring you over here. Maybe you can figure out how to make the Q&A work. I don't know how it works. I'm going to get Duke Romke to help me. Or I could have gotten Edward or someone. Duke, do you know how it works? You see it there?
Q&A?
Yeah, it disappeared off my screen. I don't know where it went.
Give me a second.
Yeah, just in case there's anybody who needs anything. Guys, this is Duke Romke. I was talking about you today, Duke Romke.
Uh-oh.
No, somebody brought you up. They said something nice about you. I bashed you, but they still like you. So
I don't see any questions from other people out there.
Okay, good. Well, guys, if you need anything, get a hold of me. If we're invited here by me or whoever invited you here tonight. This afternoon I went through this a little differently, but I'll tell you, people were banging down my door. It's the 1,296 silver coins that flip them out. When you really sit and think about what you have from the past to show for what you put into it, you have to stop dead in your tracks. There is nowhere else where you can get an insurance policy like this. It's just unheard of. So it's absolutely incredible. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope Kathy didn't run away. But I'm sure she's fine. Maybe she had to mute because something weird was going on. Her dog sometimes goes a little berserkoid, Duke. It's been known to do that. So if you guys are looking for me or Duke or Kathy or Bob or anybody else that invited you here, I'm not going to run through everybody's names. Please find them on Facebook or get a hold of them. Get this link. Go down and see Erwin tonight if you care to. He'll fill you in, or we can get you a link that you can watch 24 hours a day. Now, let me say one last thing. If this interests you, you want to do this as soon as humanly possible so we can help you get your 4 people so you can get on board for the Mexico trip. And then the other thing is the nature of this pay plan is kind of neat because, when you get on board quickly, of course, you get the benefit of some people being placed underneath you. And I have a lot of people that have just been stunned by how many people have been placed underneath them. So it's really kind of neat. You can go check out the pay plan, get the presentation and, and take a look at everything. So that's it. That's my exciting rant for the evening. I'm going to go beat my children or something. I'm kidding. It's humor. Oh, there's Kathy. I knew I'd get her to laugh sooner or later.
I'm sorry. There was some noise here. I had to mute.
I figured that. Maybe I'll go beat my husband instead. He kind of likes it like that. It's 22 years. It's okay. It's okay, everybody. Calm down. Settle down. 22 years, I can beat him a little bit.
There you go.
That's it, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you over at the NUMIS presentation with Erwin. And if you have questions or problems, locate me or the person that invited you here, and they can always get you on the phone with me. So We'll see you guys later, Taters. Duke, thank you for coming to my rescue. Damsel in distress.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're
Thanks,
terrific.
Duke.
Welcome, Kathy.
All right. I'll see you guys later on. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.